Well, welcome back, guys. We're gonna try it again. We gave it 2 days and I think we're good. I think it's gonna work now. The pods that were really damp before and we weren't thrashing them out decent, I think they're ready now finally. So we're firing up. Gonna try and set on them. Hopefully we can knock this field out. Alright, we're going to get rid of the beans that we combined the other day, 2 days ago, because they are definitely a little wetter and maybe lower quality. So we were kind of early on them, so it's so different seeing black product come out of the combine.
What do we got? Southeast wind?
Ah, she's busy talking again. And just like that, we're harvested right back in the saddle. Feel a little bit more out of control than I did when I ended last fall, but we're getting the hang of it. Cleaning up our strip from 2 days ago when we were out here. So we put the straw chopper up on Brody's and tried to dial it in a little better. We're running really tight and somewhat fast for these. We do have some splits, but this combine seems to be doing a better job on less grain splits. So right there is where we had the straw chopper up, windrowing it, trying to dial it in, the rotor clearance and everything. We did have to tighten it up. That's how we determined that, by not running it through the stock chopper, the chopper on the rear of the combine. Kind of gives you a lot more true idea on what's going on in the machine. But now we got a big windrow out here that I don't know what I think I'm going to try and combine it up and run it through the machine and shred it that way. Otherwise, I don't think the tillage equipment's going to do too well with that. Dusty, dusty, dusty. I forgot how dusty this crop is. This is one of them days you just are glad for auto steer. I can see actually better through the camera than what I can see visually. I can't auto steer and trust there's nothing to hit, I guess. Run off of this. What is going on down there? Just in case we got new viewers out there, we aren't allowed to use a grain cart with these. Well, you could, but we tried that last year. Even though we were told don't use a grain cart, we did it anyways. And the splits go up massively. So these things are very, very easily broken. So the less time that you auger them, the better off your grading is going to be. So we're just dumping direct in the truck. They're going to go to the bean plant. Look at the dust. We got our heads tipped super far forward because they're pod's so low to the ground that you want to scoop them in, but then you get, you know, dirt in there. And then the combine operators get to load trucks with no scale. You just kind of guess and hope you don't overload them or overflow them in that matter. I think I had overfilled my hopper. I'm not supposed to go over my bubble up tube, but I was doing headlands, you know how that goes. Just don't want to stop. I really am satisfied with the sample here, realistically. I think the Estes concaves are really actually kicking butt. We got Estes concaves in this machine. The other one's just factory deer. And I think this one's got a lot better sample. Literally cannot see anything. Don't look at the pods in there. We're running lower fan because we can't really fill them because the yield is not the best. So we're running a lower fan, so the sample's getting a little bit dirty. Okay, half full truck. So it blew up because you put water in it, or what? Dad's sitting on the intersection.
It was on this morning when I left the garage. I knew the engine light thing was on, so I suppose it's coincidence that I washed it at the same time.
Oh, it's time to trade pickups, Dougo.
Maybe I gotta answer the phone call here. Maybe I'll get a ride.
He's sitting 1.5 miles away from here. This pickup won't run because the alternator blew up. It has no power. Oh, that's so funny. He's pretty discouraged, as you can imagine. He's riding the struggle bus today. Well, that ain't a good sign. Side shield open, rear door, guys up in the engine bay. Haven't heard a word on what's going on, but I see a dip stick out. That don't look good. And then there was one. Brody, you already broke yours?
Yeah, it's not good.
Leaking oil. Oh boy.
So do you remember when the hydro went to heck on the other one the other year?
Yeah.
Did that suck all of the hydraulic
Put it all in the
transfer case there?
transfer case, I think. This is the one that's had that pip done to it last winter, so
Open heart surgery.
maybe something's not put together right.
Well, that would never happen.
The struggle bus continues.
How would that happen? That could never happen.
That would never happen.
Well, who do we call first? I'll call the main guy.
I suppose. Really weird deal because we can see it's been leaking, but now we've ran every function besides the unload mechanism. We'll see if that does anything. It's not leaking right now, but everything's wet. So what we think is it was coming out of the dipstick hole. So maybe it bubbled, maybe it was overfilled and it just bubbled out. And then it quit leaking because it bubbled out what it needed to do. I kind of doubt that. I'm gonna run it. Maybe it'll catch fire. It's high potential with oil all over the side. You got the fire extinguisher with?
I go get my pickup that died up on the intersection park next to it.
You got stuff all over your face.
Look away, I'm hideous.
I don't like all that.
Alright, I gotta get combining.
Well, keep an eye on it and we'll see what happens.
Alright, he's gonna... it's not actively leaking right now, so he's gonna keep combining and keep an eye on it. Every time he unloads, I would imagine. Make sure nothing big and bad happens, but... the reservoir is a little overfilled, so I don't know. At least it ain't my combine. Stuff like this really stresses Brody out. He doesn't like stuff that isn't 100% working. Fancy meeting you here, Brody. Hello! So, we've gotten one load to town. The moisture is a little drier than we want it to be, but it's fine. Not getting docked for splits, virtually nothing. But we are getting some damage, so I should ask them what damage means. Maybe the dirt? I don't know. Maybe we're staining them with the dirt. Could be what it is, actually. But we finished about 50 acres over there where those trucks are. We just jumped the road. We got about 40 here, and then we can go to the next field if we get there tonight. These trucks need to be parked a different direction. This is not working. You can't see combining them, and you can't see when you're unloading. Hello, Brody! So Dad tried to get the big black out of the field down there, and well, he's hung up on the approach. Stuck. On the road, he's stuck. So, we're about filled up, and we need that truck, so I'm gonna have to buzz over there and try to help.
How are you, Ken?
Over the bubble up, I'm sure.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I just want to keep going with my big offer, but better not.
Yeah, I'm buzzing up to the 91 to go see what Dougo's got himself into. I'm curious to see what he has to say. Maybe if I just ram him hard enough, he'll roll back into the field. Funny place to park here.
It's a Monday, ain't it? It is a Monday. There's nothing in there.
No rope, nothing.
No, my luck now is take off. I'm out here and you're out here. My pickup got hauled away on the wrecker. They know about that?
Yeah.
The alternator, I think it's the alternator. Oh, good, we got twine string. Yeah, you know what? That just might do it along with them jumper cables.
So I love the poly slick plate for hooking up and not having to grease, but that little 1/4 inch of play that it takes up can get you into the situations where, you know, there's no traction. Oh, this is nice. This is a nice problem to have. You should have tried with more speed.
Oh, I'm gonna have to really gunner next time. Got any rocks? Throw a rock under there. Get me going back.
Push it.
Well, I was able to rock it until my elbow, the arthritis in my elbow started hurting. Oh, you're gonna have to go around the whole section now.
That's embarrassing to even put on the internet.
It's actually so close. You're gonna have to get the pickup around and back. Go to the neighbor, get a chain, or double up this twine string. How many of these ropes you got? Why aren't there some ropes?
We need a Yankum rope.
They're
Have a
never.
link in the description. But that don't help us right now.
They're always right where they're supposed to be, in the shop, waiting to be used instead of in the vehicles where we need them.
You don't think this is gonna work? Yep.
Why would that work?
Why wouldn't it work?
Why would it work? Wait.
Brody, get in the truck so that we don't roll into each other.
Who's going in the semi?
I don't want to be any part of this. I'll film. I'll film. I don't have a two-way, so attempt number 2.
It even has a safety release. When it gets too close, you just gas her. You're gonna don't do it! You crazy devil! He's spinning! You should have tried that the first time, I think. Well, you can pull a semi out with 3 pieces of twine, apparently, and a koozie, so it don't get sharp. We're gonna have to upgrade, get the Yankum in there. We're gonna have to get a Yankum in this. Can you believe it?
What hasn't happened to Douglas today?
Yeah, he's been having a tough day. Pickups gets hauled off on the wrecker truck. Gets the semi stuck. Oh. Ruined Abner's koozie. Koozie down.
There's the rope.
There is no rope. We look. That's where the twine came from, Brody.
From Thailand, I bet.
Yeah, it's tiling twine.
Give it like Dougo does.
He made it in the field.
Should I ask him if he can make it out?
Yeah. Okay, now we can unload finally.
Now what do we do?
We can unload, finish the field, move fields.
There ain't much left.
It's really getting humid. It is not gonna work past, well, dusk. Huh, Brody had so much time that he jumped in my combine and turned it up to 84 degrees in here. That's nice. At least the heat works. Well, that's a wrap here in this field for now. We're gonna spray the rest of those tomorrow morning, bright and early. We sprayed these, oh gosh, last Monday, a week ago. Yeah, a week ago. So those will be getting sprayed tomorrow morning, which will probably be hopefully harvested next weekend, because it's supposed to be super, super hot this week, I guess. So hopefully that'll help move them along. Plus they came around a lot in the last 2 days, actually. So bouncy. All right, it sounds like it's about 7 o'clock right now, and it's getting really, really humid. By the time we drive back home, it'll be about 45 minutes to just about dark, so I guess we're gonna fuel up for a bigger day tomorrow, hopefully. And spraying right away in the morning. We gotta get prepared. We gotta leave the auger out some, otherwise when he turns it can remodel stuff. Little more in. Little more. Out a little. Yep, that'll be good. Should be road ready. Ooh, maybe his auger should be out more. Oh boy. Maybe you should put your auger out a little bit. Well, we made it home. I'm fueling up. Brody! Took him forever to get home. Okay, you gotta go pretty slow, especially at intersections when you're pulling the head behind. And it is heavy and likes to push pretty hard. So there's no speed records happening when you pull the head behind the combine. I didn't know if you were ever gonna make it home. You get dirtier than any person I know. You get all black in the face, your arms are all dirty, your back. Good thing you got the leather seat, Brody.
And the AC, it works.
And the AC seat.
How is it 84 degrees in there?
Yeah, I really appreciate you turning my heat up to 80 in there.
What did you do to my combine? I only can go 19. I'm serious, how faster she'll go.
Well, I was talking to Kibble and we were checking on a couple of things, and he said that the tire size was never updated. Now it only goes 19 because I changed some numbers. You're probably going 24, or 23.
Maybe.
I should verify that.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels fast.
Because then when you're in the field, you're probably just bombing around at 2.3 miles an hour.
Almost faster than that. It feels like you're going fast. It feels like you're going 5 when you're going 5.
You got up to 5 today?
Yeah, when I was lifted up.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today. It was an exciting day. Nonetheless, nothing too efficient. We got 90 acres harvested, which is better than nothing. But now we should have the kinks worked out of it. Still got to look into that oil leak issue on that machine, but didn't seem to really leak that much more. But I don't know. We're going to have to do some phone calling tomorrow. Maybe they can come look at it. Other than that, guys, I think that's going to be a wrap. Thanks for watching. I hope you stop in next time. See ya.